Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's TK, and today we're going to be taking a look at this army right here. This is going to be my friend Amireza's army that he made, and you might remember Amireza a few years ago. He was a pusher. He was pushing with the Super Dragon. I've done some videos on my channel. He actually has his own channel, so he's a bit inactive there, but I'll link his channel down below in the description. Massive thank you for sharing his attacks for us today. So we're going to be taking a look at how this army is working wonders in Town Hall 18 with the Town Hall not being a weapon. So I asked Amireza to share us the variety of the bases. So here we have obviously one base that is a core Town Hall, but it has some damage around it, but it's poison towers. So I'm gonna share everything. We're gonna share a very isolated core Town Hall. I'm gonna share you a diamond base where the Town Hall is in a corner. We're gonna have the rage invis bases, which a lot of you are struggling against. And yeah, overall I just really appreciate him to share all these entire bases, because he just made this army, and for a player to make a new army and share it to everyone really quickly is a bit hard, and I know how it feels. But he took down one air defense, and as you can see, he's gonna make sure in a few seconds later he starts the attack. So usually what I learned from his attacks, he give 1 minute to the flame flinger. That's it. No less, no more. 1 minute. And usually if you can get an air defense, it's good. If it's only the air defense, it's still okay. But as you can see now, he's grabbing some more value as well, because the base isn't quite as built properly. So there is some little bit of issues with the base. Now he gonna go with the giant tower to take down the back end air defense. One loon. Then he goes with a line of dragons, and now he's gonna go with everything else a bit more delayed with the dragon riders, because they go a bit more forward too quickly. Rage spell, unfortunately the dragons are moving kind of away from the rage spell, but as you can see, it drops the king on the lower side. Unfortunately the queen isn't following, so not everything is going perfect in this attack either. Giant went in. There is this defense here that he's gonna keep on freezing and raging around. He has an overgrowth spell in this army to make sure he shuts down those fire spitters and give the dragons a bit more narrowed down path through the base. So with the totem spells, as you can see, he's trying to keep the king ability for the back end most likely. And now for this back end, we got a minion prince ability that throws all that area. And now, even though everything is low, but look at what he does. The spell placement on this type of dragon attack is the key to get the triple. This player is the only player which I never actually say he's drag spamming, because it's just like art. The way he went with this army back in Town Hall 15, even Town Hall 14, he still has that in him. This is him, literally in the flesh, with the same approach he used to have back then. He is coming to crush the Town Hall 18's bases. And let's move on to the next base, which is going to be a diamond. Second hit, we are on a diamond base layout, and I want to show you how he takes down these. So first thing first, you don't really want to go opposite side of the Town Hall, because honestly, looking at it, you're never gonna make it. It's just that simple. You're not gonna make it. You're gonna do a 1-star, just like everyone else, by the way. A lot of people are doing 1-stars. It's crazy. I'm doing 1-stars. My defense, I got 4 1-stars. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. But what he's gonna do now is, obviously, because you don't want to go opposite sides, so technically you have to spam into the Town Hall. That means you're going to spam into the direction of behind the fire spitters. So what he's doing is a nice flame flinger value on this side of the base, so this is the value he's gonna be getting. No matter the amount of defenses, all he really needs is the air defense. And then the top side, skeleton spell with a giant arrow can really move on with the king on the lower side. They can even go inside if there is very bad Tesla placement. So then we can go with the main army into the base. And for the overgrowth, just like the last base I told you, with making a narrow path for the dragons due to the fire spitter, on this hit, he overgrowths the entire core, which is absolutely crazy. So the right side overgrowth did not really matter, because king and queen have an access to that area. So what he did is overgrowing the core, but I want to show you the spell placement he's doing on this attack. So going with everything down, once he drops everything, then he drops the king. So first is the queen to make sure he narrows the path. And by the way, he grabbed the sweeper on the opposite side of this sweeper, so it's for the back end. Rage, warden ability through the town hall and the shots of this revenge tower, but he goes with the overgrowth spell. Very nice placement. But notice this, his troops are going to go separated ways. His minion prince might not follow the warden and go to the right, which is gonna happen due to the clan castle, which is the meteor golem. Crazy. Now, for the left side, look, he's already spending a freeze. For the right side, is he investing anything right now? Not yet. Now, again, the minion prince on the left side, he's going with another freeze, ability from his own minion prince and the rage spell to crush that overgrowth core area. So, a freeze for the multi-inferno in the back end, and just keep on freezing. Like, you have to watch it a few times. Guys, I'm not a caster. I don't cast wars. I'm not a streamer. So sometimes I'm missing a few things he's doing. That's why I said this is not a spam army that you spam and pray. This is a very, very clean army by Amireza that he is dominating this. And overall, it's just perfect, man. Like, he has 3 heroes alive. Like, look at that. Right, and this base had everything. This base had the Revenge Tower, it had the Multi-Wizard Towers or Super Wizard Tower. It even had the seasonal defenses. Overall, a very, very clean hit on a diamond base. Next up, and I know a lot of you were waiting for this, what happens in the core Town Hall bases? So, Amireza's trophies aren't as crazy high, but that's why, like, you can see there is some little bit of mistakes like in the base building because people are trying to place everything in the first few days of the update, but overall the technique is the same. So he's gonna go with the flame flinger, and as you can see on this attack, he notices that on the air defense placement areas he doesn't quite get a good funnel. So what he does is a very, very good flame flinger on this side of the base, which he can grab a few defenses, and he has a few archers behind the flame flinger, so it speeds up that funnel. Then I would probably think he might go with the giant arrow on 6. I have not watched this replay, but we just have to wait and see. Is he gonna go into the bomb and the monolith, or is he gonna go from the lower side? I'm actually interested to know. That's something I personally struggled back in Town Hall 15 when I was doing his army with the super dragons. I couldn't really tell which area do you enter. Like, the first hit he entered towards the clan castle, if you guys remember, and it was a very direct path into the core town hall. This one, it does look like the clan castle area does also give you a direct path, but no, he's gonna go opposite side because he most likely want to reach that revenge tower quickly. Now the overgrowth matters. This is why I like his army, because honestly it's just crazy how thoughtful it is. Double rage into warden ability into the giga bomb, very, very clean, and he saved his queen with a totem spell. You can see how the flame flinger is still going, king still going, the dragons split. Very, very good. A nice overgrowth on the fire spitter that was targeting his dragons. And now with the rage spell on the town hall and the archers, the members will just keep going to the back end. Very, very good split. But you can see how he notices there is 2 dragon riders on that monolith. Let me quickly take it down because it could be an issue. Like, this is the quick decision makings on spell placement that he has, and I do not see it on a lot of people, trust me. And it's just crazy, man. Few dragons alive, king still alive with the ability. You really want to keep that spiky ball ability intact for the back-end air defenses or these like archer towers or multi-archer towers. It helps you out massively. And even sometimes, if you're low on time, keeping that king ability is the key thing. So with the totem spells, try to keep the queen and the king alive. It's not for your dragons. Your dragons got 4 or 5 free spell. The totem are for the outside, where even on the outside, there isn't much damage to take down the totem in a single heartbeat. So having those on the outside makes your heroes to live longer. Up next, we have a Rage Invis core. This is a base I actually uploaded for the membership of my channel and also the Clash Champs membership. So if you guys wish to get any new bases, any custom bases, make sure you check the links down below in the description. But this base actually made him struggle, which I'm actually kind of happy. You know, this base was working pretty well, but there is a few key points he does on these bases. that it's just very cool, man. So Flameflinger on the lower side, and I know this is the Flameflinger value of this base. Personally, I have like, look at this, the expo on the top side. This expo is like one tile away from the multi-inferno. That was a little mistake by me, but I realized it like a day or two like later, where I knew the Flameflinger value and I was fixing it on the top expo, but the lower one I forgot to do the exact thing, because the base is decently symmetric, but I didn't really want it to be symmetric. So the Flamefinger is doing pretty nice. He's going with a totem spell, but look at the Town Hall range. Obviously, he could have placed a totem where the baby dragon is a bit more further, and now he has a skeleton spell to take down the monolith. As you can see, the funnel is incredible. That cut is incredible. So he's now going with the giant arrow, activating the invis tower, going with the loons, going with the drags, and do not drop your loons way too early, because the air defense and the multi-infernos, they are gonna take them down quickly, so you won't have enough loons under the warden ability for later traps of the base. Now, where does he rage is the main question. A bit sided rage and a bit more to the other side. You can see this is only 2 defense. Some people here drop only 1 rage, but this is the difference between a very pro dragon attacker than regular attackers. He understands the value of those 2 rage. He understands the time he might have issue with. So the overgrowth, as you can see, is inside the core and is off now. Look at his freeze spell. He's going to freeze the RC and the scatter shot. Now, the next freeze spell needs to be coming a very good area to try to protect these dragons and the minion prints. Because if you die with the minion prints quite early, well, the Phoenix isn't really going to help you. So now with the Minion Prince ability, he grabs the back end, but as you can see, the core is heavy. Super Dragon. Brother, he just raged 1 dragon. More free spell for that 1 dragon. Look at the amount of value that 1 singular dragon got. And by the way, this base, I have a lot of traps inside the base, like in the core area. So many people are trying to bait the RC charges with the Root Riders, so they have a lot of traps on the outside. But usually what I sometimes do on the base is, I love to have some core traps, especially with the Rage Invis, because the RC can't take down the core, so your dragons have to go through it. But look at this. The Minion Prince is the one finishing off the base. Obviously, very good hit, very clean hit, very good Flameflinger value, and perfect spell placements for this hit. Absolutely amazing. But let's move on to one last hit. So up next we have a kind of a diamond base, but the Town Hall is a bit more into the core. So I really wanted to show you guys, like literally any style, any different style with any base, he can take it down. And on this one, you're gonna see again, he's not going for an air defense. So why he's not going for an air defense is, firstly, this expo covers the entire right side, and secondly, the mortar, if he wants to get out of that expo range, he needs to take down the mortar and drop the Flameflinger around these 2 buildings. What that means is that the funnel is not set. What he's looking for is this area, so he can go with the giant arrow and then the dragons. So what he needs is that it's not on this side, because he can't really get much here. So then the dragons will be so far away from the Town Hall and moving around the base. That's why you can see he sometimes chooses the air defense, which is in the corners, but he sometimes doesn't and just starts into them. So it's a very good thing to take note of. And again, he's going into behind the fire spitters. Let's see what he can do with the overgrowth. So totem spell on the left, very clean area. He can keep the king and the queen for longer time. Double rage into the base again. Let's look at the overgrowth. Yes, this time, because the core isn't just like the one that we saw with the diamond, he has literally 1 inferno tower if he can overgrowth the other one. So now he goes with the fire spitter overgrowth, because the core doesn't have too much damage that can hurt the dragons or forces his minion prince ability. This is what I think. Amirosa didn't write a note for me. I'm literally looking at the camera and just freestyling what I think his decision making is behind these spell placements. A nice rage spell on the lower side. Did not quite cover, but the Giga Bomb actually, I thought the Giga Bomb would send the Dragon Rider into the rage. That would be insane. But again, look at the King ability that he can be helped for the back end. A few dragons here. Minion Prince still got the Phoenix. Man, I really like his approaches. I really love his approaches, and the fact that I can call this a strategic dragon attack. It's not a clone, crazy spam or RC charge or mass totem that is all spammy. This is a strategic way that you can learn it, and the base cannot trap it. The base cannot defend it if you learn the method. If you learn RC charge and fireball, the base can still defend it because there are baits. With this army, there is no bait for the army. If you can practice it, learn it, and make sure you remember what to do in the attacks, you will become a best version of yourself with dragon attacks. Those people who are on ground, if you wish to switch, this is your army for Town Hall 18 without the dragons getting a new level. Just imagine the new dragon level. That is it, and how I'm gonna leave the video to be. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys in the later videos tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, peace.